Hey traders, there is some danger in the markets right now when it comes to the stock market. Something I talked about in yesterday's update as well too, but I want to talk about that as well too. Plus also the mining sector. There's actually something really interesting happening with the mining sector. We may be trying to find a lot of support, maybe a bottoming pattern happening in the mining sector. So let's get into this update, guys. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders. So just to let you guys know, I've got one spot left open for my coaching program. If you are interested in joining that, guys, that's private coaching for all of 2024. Then that second link in the description. If you do need some help, some free help, then make sure you grab that free trading course that I'm giving away as well too. First link in the description there. So the big thing that I'm actually noticing here is when it comes to the actual stock market itself, or when the actual stocky market itself, the big thing I'm noticing here, guys, is I'm really noticing that that we have had this very big move to the upside. Now we're getting very close to having a breakout to the upside. Now there's two scenarios that's going to happen here when it comes to the good old Nasdaq, right? The good old Nasdaq. Firstly, the Nasdaq's had a very strong move to the upside. Very strong move to the upside. So when looking at that, and when looking at this level here, is that there's two scenarios that's going to happen here. First scenario is that we get a break above here. If we do get that, it is a sucker breakout. It's a false breakout. It's a fake breakout. It's a sucker false face breakout. Right? Do not be trying to get involved with something like that, guys, because there's a real good chance that then we're going to see the pullback coming, right? I talked about this in yesterday's video, yesterday's update, that we're probably likely to see this thing have a move to the upside, possibly even break above the high back in July. And if we do get that there, guys, once again, it's probably going to be a false fake breakout. A false fake breakout. There you go. And then if that happens there, guys, then we could be getting ready for a what? Just a bit of a pullback here, right? A bit of a pullback for the rest of November, then moving into December here, right? That's what we're probably likely to see out of the markets through here. Now again, guys, there is always that 5% chance that this is going to be one of those vertical moves. If it is a vertical move, get ready for a vertical crash. But it's important for us to play the probability game, right? It's the probability game of what is probability for based on markets, on the markets there, right? What the probability game is what? The probability game is all about what is likely to happen. And that means that if we do get this breakout to the upside, then it's probably going to be a false breakout when we get to the upside. The hard thing about that is that if we do something like this and we keep going up like that, then guess what? Then we start to see a really big movement on the downside from there. So guys, in a nutshell, we're probably likely to get a bit of a false break. We're probably likely to push to the upside once again. One more last little push to the upside. And then we start to see like a bit of a pullback through here, right? Just a bit of a nice resting phase. Resting phase. Whenever I say resting phase, guys, well, actually, no, I just thought about, as I'm bringing up the fear and greed index for you, resting bitch face. I have no idea why I got that term in my head. Resting bitch face. We're looking at the fear and greed index, and we're still at greed, right? We're still at greed, but we're not near extreme greed. As you can see, whenever we do get to these tops and bottoms, we know we're getting very close to turning points, right? We got to the extreme, just below the extreme fear, and we're hovering around fear to the extreme fear. That 25 is that level through there, right? So now we see we have this resistance up here, and then we have and then we have this level through here. So maybe we're going to have a bit more of a push to the upside out of this level through here to get people up here, because when we're only in the greed, that 75 and above is now what we're getting into, what? The extreme greed level. And then obviously, as you can see, 25 below is the extreme fear level. So we possibly could be having a bit more upside to come before they actually drop it on there when it comes to that, which is really interesting. We're seeing this big move, but the fear and greed index is not there yet. So I believe we could start to see a bit more of a push to the upside, guys, from that perspective, but it's probably going to be very short-lived, okay? False breakout scenarios. Because remember, guys, when false breakouts happen, we generally get false breakouts when the market does this, like this, and we get something like that. We may even get a couple a day like that. And then we start to get something like this pulling back from here, and then away we go again, right? So very, very, very strong move on the good old Nasdaq. Let's go look at the Dow Jones. And the Dow Jones, yeah, the Dow Jones is near the resistance of this whole area is a resistance here. So the Dow Jones could actually still have a nice move to the upside on there. Now we do actually have a breaking of this level here. So what comes tomorrow? If indeed tomorrow looks something like this, well then you know what's coming, right? What's coming? What's coming is going to be, you know, a bit of a doo-doo in the markets, right? A bit of a doo-doo in the market. A bit of a doo-doo in the markets. So we're probably going to get something like this happening in the markets from there. Look out now to the S&P 500. And once again, the S&P 500 is at that level of, that's that resistance level through there. So we could be possibly getting ready to have a big move, a nice strong move up above that level there. And once again, guys, you see the scenario there. If we do get that, then we're probably going to get at least a bit of a false breakout type of a pattern in the markets from there. Let's go look at the GDX, guys, as well too. The GDX, and really interesting thing that I'm noticing here. Let's actually take off the moving averages here for a minute. And yeah, let's look at the last 6 months. Look what's happening here, guys, right? So we're starting to potentially get, that's that major low, that's that major low, and this is a major low. What comes next out of this level here? Really, really, really interesting stuff, because if we do start to get something like this here, right, if indeed we do get something like that through there, then we're probably likely to see a really nice strong move to the upside, right? A really nice strong move to the upside, because then that'll be what? That'll be a higher low and breaking above there. So it's really interesting to see what's going on there, guys, when it comes to the good old GDX here, right? But that's what I'm looking forward from there. The up through there and up through there, guys, we're probably likely to get something like that happening. Sorry, if we do get something like that, then this could be a massive, massive head and shoulder formation in the market. This could be a massive head and shoulder formation in the markets. And away we go. If we do get something like that, guys, get ready for potentially a big move to the upside when it comes to the mining sector through there. Again, we're not out of the woodworks yet, because there's two scenarios through here. Wherever it breaks, we like it to go. If we break up, we're likely to go, right? If we break down, and I know I'm going to get some comments, oh, John, if it goes down, it's going to go down, right? Well, no one knows what's going to happen here, right? So this is that low, this is that major low level through there. In fact, I take that off the screen. Yeah, it's probably somewhere through there, I would say. Maybe even a bit lower than that. Let's go back in time. Let's go back in time for a bit. Yeah, so you're probably looking at somewhere through, yeah, probably somewhere through there. The purpose of me saying that, guys, is that now if we go back to, zoom back into the close-up view here, then the purpose of me saying that is that if we get something like that coming down, that is breaking below there, then we're likely to start to see the sell-off coming in the markets from there, from that perspective there. GDXJ, in the same situation here, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder. If we do get something like that, guys, then we're probably likely to see quite a nice move to the upside. If we don't and we fail, then that's going to be the direction from there. But this actually could be a big, massive head and shoulder formation forming through here. Nice big double bottom from here. So this we're still at this double bottom from the SILJ. If we do break the double bottom, if we do break this double bottom chart, then we're likely to get a move to the upside. We're likely to see that there to that there. And then we're likely to see that there to that there. So that'll be the projection there, guys. I would say the market's likely to get to. So if we do hold and we do start to break up above this level through here, we're likely to get to around that $10 level from there. And the SIL is actually quite strong, right? Really, 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 really strong. We're at this level of resistance right now. So somewhere through there. It's actually a little bit lower, isn't it? It's actually probably somewhere through there. Yeah, so somewhere through there. So we have made a low. We could be making a slight little high low before we break up. So the silver mining stocks actually is starting to look pretty good from there. Let's go look at silver. Silver's getting a little bit of a pullback here, which I did expect to see happen here, guys. But what comes next out of this level here? Silver could be getting ready for a really big move. Really, really big move. This is a long-term level of resistance through here. All through there. We had a little bit of a pullback from here. So what comes next? What comes next? So what comes next is, indeed, we could be getting something like this and then a move up like that when it comes to silver, and then we could be getting ready for a good move, a big move from there. Looking at the gold market, and something I talked about before, guys, I actually said in yesterday's update I expect the gold market to go sideways a bit more, just because it needs a bit more time, right? We had this very big move up through here. Now we've done this. Now we've done that. Now we're probably going to get something like this, just to get a bit more time, right? A bit more time, a bit more sideways. Let the moving average start to do something like that, and then we're probably then going to start to do something like that, and then the big move starts to happen with the good old gold market.